Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, our students.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, how are you this afternoon? Bagaimana kabar anak ibu siang ini?
Alhamdulillah baik.
Alhamdulillah baik, fine. Karena nanti absennya ini terisi otomatis ya sayang ya, pasti aplikasi kita nanti ibu bisa melihat siapa yang absen atau tidaknya hari ini. Okay, before we study, please Mutiara Herlina lead to doa. Time is yours.
Okay, fine. Before we start, please need to say basmalah.
Okay, thank you Mutiara. Share screen for you PPT. Please you see your PPT about the lesson today. Hello dear student, welcome to our online class. I hope you're as ready as I am to start the learning and have fun. We are in this together, so let's respect and support each other. And the next, would you tell me where did you go last weekend? Okay, you can see this picture, students. Yes, good. The picture one is about a beach, Gandoria Beach in Pariaman. And then Jam Gadang. Gimana Jam Gadang gambarnya?
Nampak, Bu.
Okay, very good. Nah, based on the picture, what do you think about those picture? Bagaimana pendapat Ananda tentang gambar yang Ibu berikan tadi? Have you ever go to this place before? Apakah anak-anak Ibu pernah pergi ke tempat yang Ibu tunjukkan itu sebelumnya? Mutiara Helena just stay at home. Yeah. Because this condition today. Atau Kania, bukan? Siapa yang bisa lagi? Jadi materi kita, so this material today about recount text. Apa materi kita hari ini, Nak? Recount text, very good. Jadi recount text itu, sebelum kita mulai penjelasan lebih lanjut tentang recount text, Ibu akan menyebutkan basic kompetensi atau KD pembelajaran kita, yaitu 3.3, membandingkan fungsi sosial, structure text, dan unsur kebahasaan beberapa teknik lisan, dan tulis dengan memberi dan meminta informasi pembelajarannya. Jadi anak ibu nanti diharapkan dapat mengidentifikasi structure text dari teknik sederhana lisan dan tulis terkait pengalaman pribadi di waktu lampau. And then peserta didik diharapkan dapat mengidentifikasi unsur kebahasaan dari teks recount sederhana lisan dan tulis terkait pengalaman pribadi di waktu lampau. And the third, peserta didik diharapkan dapat menyusun kalimat acak untuk membuat sebuah personal recount text. What is definition of recount text? Nah, jadi berdasarkan pengalaman dari Mutiara tadi, siapa yang bisa menyebutkan apa itu recount text? Dipersilahkan anak ibu yang bisa.
Menceritakan masa lampau.
Menceritakan pengalaman masa lampau, very good, Hairin. Jadi recount text is a text that telling the reader about one story, action or activity. Jadi recount text itu sebuah teks yang yang dimana penulis memberitahukan sebuah kejadian, tindakan atau sebuah cerita kepada si pembaca. Its purpose is to entertain or informing the reader, or a text with results, event, or experiences in the past. Why do we learn recount text? First, to retell a sequence of past event to the readers. And the next, to inform and entertain the readers about someone's experience in the past. Itu kenapa kita belajar recount text. The next type of recount text. The first, personal recount. The second, factual recount. Third, biographical recount. And the next, the last, imaginative recount. Personal recount is tell the writer experience. For example-nya, my vacation in Bukit Tinggi. liburan saya di Bukit Tinggi, atau amazing moment in my birthday, atau for example Mutiara Helena said to me the experience about last weekend she stay just at home. Okay, and the next factual record. Factual record is tell a factual event. It can be a true event told by someone not personally involved in the situation. Jadi misalnya si penulis melihat atau mendengar suatu kejadian yang benar-benar terjadi, kemudian dilaporkannya. For example, si penulis see the accident, dia melihat sebuah kecelakaan, atau dia melihat sebuah kebakaran, atau dia melihat sebuah pencopetan, kemudian dilaporkannya atau diceritakannya kepada orang lain. Tapi kejadiannya benar-benar terjadi. Itu dinamakan factual recount. And the next, biographical recount. Apa itu biographical recount? It's tell about the personal life story, usually important or famous people by retelling their stranger and achievement. Kemudian ada namanya lagi imaginative recount. What is the imaginative recount? Imaginative recount sometimes one recreate an experience or an event to make a recount text. It is called imaginative recount. The writer takes an imaginary rule as he or she describe an event or experience. Okay, Ananda, based on the type of recount text tadi, Ananda semuanya, do you understand?
Understand.
Good. Jadi ada 4 jenis teks recount ya anak-anak ya. And the next generic structure of recount text. The first orientation. Tell who was involved. Menceritakan siapa yang masuk ke dalam cerita tersebut. What happened? Apa yang terjadi? Where the event took place, di mana tempatnya, and when it happened, dan di mana kejadiannya, kapan kejadiannya. With orientation, dengan orientation, background information answering who. Nah, jadi dari orientation ini kita bisa tahu siapa yang ada di dalam sana, kapan kejadiannya, di mana kejadiannya, and kenapa terjadi. And then number 2, the generic structure of recount text. The second, event. Event tell what happened and in what sequence. Event are identified and described in chronological order. Kemudian the last, reorientation. Reorientation consists of optional closure of event or ending, concluding comment, express personal opinion regarding the event described. Okay, and the next language feature or ciri recount text. Ada ciri kebahasaan recount text. Anak ibu pernah belajar di kelas 7 tenses present tense kan? Present tense itu kata kerjanya bentuk pertama. Kalau yang past tense itu kata kerjanya bentuk kedua. For example-nya seperti ini. We went to the beach. Kalau bentuk pertamanya, we go to the beach. Jadi bentuk pertama when ini adalah go. Kemudian, I was happy. Bentuk pertamanya, I am happy. And the second, menggunakan conjunction dan time connective untuk mengurutkan peristiwa atau kejadian. Contohnya so, and, but, the, after that. And then the third, menggunakan adverb and adverbial phrase untuk mengungkapkan tempat, waktu, dan cara. Kemudian menggunakan action verb. Action verb itu yaitu contohnya kata kerja bentuk kedua, when. When bentuk pertamanya go, kalau bentuk keduanya when, artinya telah lalu. Kita, for example-nya like this. I go to school. Saya pergi ke sekolah. Nah, tapi saya pergi ke sekolahnya kemarin. I went to school yesterday. Itu bedanya, saya telah pergi sekolah kemarin. Kalau I go to school, saya pergi ke sekolah. Kemudian talk. Bentuk pertamanya talk aja, nggak pakai ed ini. Dari generic structure dan language picture yang Ibu jelaskan tadi, Ananda paham semuanya tentang itu di dalam recount text? Do you understand about that? Paham. Oke, terima kasih. Oke, kalau Ananda paham, I have one example for you. Please you listen At the beach. On Saturday, my friend and I went to the beach. While we were at the beach, we played in the water. Then we had lunch. We brought delicious food to eat. After our lunch, we built a sandcastle. Later, it began to rain. So we packed our things and we went home. Finally, we arrived in my house. We were tired, but we were very happy spending our day at the beach. Nah, this is an example about personal recount. Okay, student, after you saw the video, please you do to the task 1 until task 3. Jadi, Ananda arrange the jumble paragraph into a good story based on the video. Okay, can you bisa anak ibu to do it untuk mengerjakannya?
Bisa Ibu.
Give you 5 minutes. Jadi Ananda waktu 5 menit. Nanti kalau udah selesai difotokan ya. Nanti akan kita bahas sama-sama. Nah, nanti Ananda susun berdasarkan video tadi. Dewi udah selesai? Oke, Hairin udah selesai?
Udah.
Oke, Hairin dipersilahkan Hairin untuk membacakannya kepada teman-teman. Hairin dipersilahkan. Yang pertama apa Hairin? Urutan yang pertama yang mana Hairin? Dipersilahkan baca Hairin.
On Saturday itu, Bu.
Oke, on Saturday. And next, lanjut lagi membacanya sampai habis ya.
Kedua, Bu.
Number 1 Hairin, number 2 Mutia nanti. On Saturday, my friend and I went to the beach. Very good Hairin. And next, Mutia dipersilahkan number 2.
Ya, Bu.
Oke, dipersilahkan ya.
Nomor berapa, Bu?
Nomor 2.
Then, while we were at the beach, we played in the waters.
Good. While we were at the beach, we played in the water. Very good. And next, number 3. Nomor 3. Siapa yang bisa? Okay. Later, it began to rain, so we packed our thing and went home. And the next, Mutia. The last Mutia, the last paragraph.
6.
Okay.
Number 6. Finally, I arrived at my house. We were tired, but we were very happy spending our day at the beach.
Good. Sekarang task 2-nya. For task 2, Ananda dipersilahkan mengerjakan ini. I give 2 minutes. Ibu beri waktu 2 menit untuk mengerjakannya.
Langsung dikirim ke WA Ibu.
Iya, dikirim ke WA Ibu. Kan number 1, siapa yang bisa nomor 1? Dipersilahkan.
On Saturday, my parents and I went to the beach.
Okay.
My friend and I went to the beach.
Bagus. Itu adalah dinamakan orientation. The first event.
One event terdapat pada dua sebelumnya.
Very good. Number 2 until 5.
While we were at the beach, we played in the waters.
Next.
3. Then we had lunch. We brought fun to eat.
Okay.
4. After lunch on sandcastle.
Next.
5. Later it began to rain, so we packed our things and went home.
Okay, very good, Muti. And the next, reorientation. Who can answer? Where is the reorientation? Based on the text.
6.
Nomor 6. Siapa yang bisa? Kesa, boleh dibacakan Kesa yang nomor terakhir itu. Finally, we arrive in my house.
Arrived in my house. We were clean, but
we were very happy.
We were very happy
spending
our day at the beach.
Very good. Okay. Paham, oke? Because the time is over, karena waktu kita habis. Untuk task 3, tugas terakhirnya nanti akan Ibu kirimkan. Nanti ada Google Classroom-nya, ada tugas terakhir yang Ibu kirimkan. Ananda boleh dimasukkan ke Google Classroom atau dikirimkan juga ke WA pribadi Ibu juga boleh ya Ananda ya. Oke, what is the conclusion? Atau apa kesimpulan about this material today? Who can? Siapa yang bisa?
Context.
Recontact, good, very good Rara, tentang recontact. Ada berapa generic structure recontact itu? Apa yang pertama tadi?
Orientasi.
Orientation, bagus. And next?
Event, reorientasi.
Event, good. Ada orientation, ada event, ada reorientation. Very good. Tensesnya bentuk keberapa yang kita pakai dalam recontext ini? Tenses bentuk keberapa? Bentuk kedua atau past tense. Oke. Jadi kalau seandainya Ananda mau menceritakan kejadian Ananda di waktu lampau, itu adalah jenis tag-nya yaitu recontact dan termasuk jenis personal recount. Oke, Ananda, thank you for your participation today. I hope you understand about this material today. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.